the tropics finally starting to show just a little bit of life. We're not expecting a ton toward the Gulf Coast, but from the Big Bend to the Big Easy, it's going to be a wet go.
And in some ways, it kind of feels like an instant repeat of what we just went through with Invest 93L. Let's talk about the National Hurricane Center, what we're waking up to. So here's a live look at New Orleans, which this morning, it's really uneventful, to be quite honest. Your typical late July start, waking up in the upper 70s. It feels like the upper 70s. And by this weekend, we could see some tropical development that could bring more heavy rain to a place like New Orleans. Louisiana, Texas, and Florida all up for discussion. So here's the latest as of this morning from the National Hurricane Center. They're holding with that 10% shot over the next 2 days. Past that, Michael, it's on land. So, I mean, that's one of the limiting factors, similar to what we had with 93L. The proximity to land is going to be a kicker. But this go around, lower moisture levels and also more wind shear, two things that are definitely on our side.
Absolutely. And so the good news is we're really not expecting tropical development. However, that doesn't mean we won't experience tropical showers and tropical thunderstorms, literally from the Big Bend of Florida all along the I-10 corridor toward places like Louisiana and eventually even into, say, Slidell. It's going to move inland for sure. And when it does, we're expecting to see some pretty hefty rain, lightning, gusty winds, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the isolated flash flood threat is a concern. The good news is we're not looking at widespread flood concerns. There's a big difference there, right? But that doesn't mean that we're not going to have some hoops to jump through. Water creeping up on the roads, a flash flood event that leads to a couple roads that have 6 inches of water on it, your front yard getting soggy. That's the type of weather that can happen in this type of a setup because the moisture is so rich. And of course, the showers and thunderstorms will capitalize on that. Now, do we see a tropical depression form? There is the potential that we could see a low form. This is a dying front that's kind of draped across the Gulf, a typical setup for something quick to develop. But again, in these types of scenarios, when that happens, they do tend to be rather weak, meaning that heavy rain is the problem, and that's already the problem in the forecast. The good news is it's not as intense, the moisture levels, as what we saw about a week ago with Invest 93L. We also have the wind shear that we mentioned that tears apart thunderstorms, and that's going to eat away at the structure and really the quality of the thunderstorm development. So again, we could be in a worse situation. Looking at water vapor, it doesn't look all that ominous, and we don't really have a closed low. It's very disorganized, which means that we'll have periods of heavy rain. That's what we're going to have to really deal with.
Yeah, you know, I have a cousin that's actually down in New Orleans right now celebrating her 39th birthday. Yeah, no, excuse me, this is her 40th birthday.
Happy birthday
40th.
to her.
Yeah, well, the Big Easy, you know, so we were texting on the phone yesterday.
So inside at a jazz club with beignets.
I mean, yeah, that's where you want, that's where you're going to need to be because I felt so bad just because she was excited to go on
look at the
Street.
forecast.
But the showers and thunderstorms really are going to be there through this week. And so, again, flooding could be an issue. We'll, of course, keep a very close eye on that.